Hi there, welcome to this class focused on the upper body. My name is Joseph Armstrong. Let's begin today in a comfortable cross-legged seat. You can let the hands come to rest on the knees, stacked in the lap. Close the eyes and just take a few deep breaths. Breathing deeply in through the nose. And then exhaling very slowly and allowing yourself to feel the breath as it leaves the body. Deep breath in, receiving the breath. And then a slow breath out. Again, deep breath in. Slow breath out. Drawing the hands to prayer by the heart, we'll begin our practice with the sound of Om, breathing in deeply. Om. We'll warm up the body just a little bit, starting with the neck, so you can let the head roll in big circular movements. You can roll one way for a few breaths, and then just switch that roll and go the other way. Taking that same energy down into the shoulders, find big circular movements, expressing all the movement possible there in the shoulder joint. You can flip the roll, go the other way. Good. Maybe lift the shoulders up strongly, shrugging the shoulders, and then just letting them drop. Do that a couple times. Inhale, lift high, feel the shoulders, feel the weight of the arms, dropping down. One more time. Lift high, shrug the shoulders, feel the tension you can create there, and then let it go. Reaching the right arm out to the side, reach strongly through the right arm, and then find a little circular movement. Go one way a few breaths, and then switch that up, take it the other way. And then drop that hand down, reach the left arm up, look up, reach tall through the left arm. Good. Drop down to your elbow. You can turn the head and look down. And then again, reach up, maybe reach over to the side. Get a nice deep stretch. Try to keep your sit bones grounded. And then switching sides. We're going to take the right hand on the knee, left arm straight out to the side. Really reach through the fingertips. And then find some circular movements. Go one way. And then switch it up, go the other way. And then dropping the hand down, reach the right arm up, look up, really reach up through those fingers. Drop the elbow down to the floor, reach up again through the fingers, try to ground your sit bones. And then reaching over the side of the body, look towards your fingertips. Really extend through the side body, spin the rib cage open, and then coming back to the center. We're going to come into a plank pose on our forearms. So you can just uncross the legs and then step or jump back. Place your elbows down on the floor. Find this plank position. Take a moment here. Remember, you can keep the knees down if that's better for you. Try to get a nice strong plank, so draw the belly in. Notice how it's possible to collapse between the shoulders and sort of dip down. Instead, I want you to really lift up between the shoulders. Engaging the back, lifting between the shoulder blades. Use your fingertips to grip the mat here. Take a couple breaths. Good. Now, keeping the knees down, and crossing the ankles. I want you to come up onto your palms. Take a couple breaths here. Keep lifting up between the shoulder blades. We're going to take a little bit of a dip here. Just drop the elbows, but keep lifting up between the shoulder blades and then press back up. 4 more like that. Exhale, just a tiny dip. We're warming up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, dip. Keep the belly strong, belly in, core strong. 2 more. Dip and up. Last one. Dip down. Inhale, come up. Tuck the toes behind you, lift the knees. We're going to take a vinyasa here. So exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. You can pedal the legs here if you want to warm up the back of the body, stretching the hamstrings. Maybe come up onto the tippy toes, lift really high. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift high. This time hold there. And just tilt your hips over to the right, just the hips. Feel the stretch that develops in the left body. And then switching sides, tilt over to the other side. Feel the stretch opposite. Good. Come back to the center, drop the heels down. Now, we're going to take a deep bend of the knees, a deep bend of the elbows, and engage the chest here. Feel the upper body turning on. And then straighten out the arms and legs. Again, just the same. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, feel the upper body turn on. And then straighten it out. One more time, just like that. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Maybe touch the nose to the mat. And then straighten it back out. Looking forward, walk yourself up to the front of your mat. The feet can be together or apart here as you take your elbows. Just sway around a little bit. Release the arms down and then come up slowly, slowly to standing. We're going to move through a few sun salutations with the feet together or apart if that's better for you. Inhale, reach up, look up. The palms can touch if that's possible. Exhale to fold forward, nose towards the knees. Inhale, lift the head, extend the spine. And then exhale, step or jump back. Lower down, knees can be down or up. Inhale, flip the feet, press hard into the top of the feet. Lift the chest, head back. And then exhale, flip the feet again. Settle into your down dog position. We're going to pause here, take a few breaths. Look towards your upper thighs or your belly button. So yoga is a process of finding stillness. And in each pose, we can work to find an element of stillness. And in down dog, that might feel like strengthening the legs, engaging them. It might feel like broadening the shoulders, wrapping them around the outside. A part of that stillness might also be focusing the eyes one place. So looking towards one spot on the legs or on the belly button, keeping the focus there, keeping the breath deep, keeping the body strong. And then look forward, step or jump to the front of your mat. Look up and lengthen through the spine, halfway up only. Exhale to fold forward, nose towards the knees. Inhale, reach up, arms all the way up. And then exhale, dropping the arms down. Starting with the chair pose for this sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees deeply, arms come up, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, lift the head, extend the spine. And then step or maybe jump back. Take your chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Dropping the left heel down towards the center of the mat. Step your right foot all the way to the front. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up, touch the palms together, head back. Now with an exhale, drop all the way down through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale for down dog. Same thing on the left side. Drop the right heel down. Left foot comes all the way to the front. Arms reach up, look up. Exhale, drop the hands, step back, lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Now here's your chance to find that element of stillness. Focus the eyes. Firm the body. Steady the mind by feeling for the sensations in the body. Keep your mind focused there. Now looking towards the front of your mat, step or jump forward. Look up and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. The arms come up, palms touch. Exhale into standing position. We're going to step or hop the feet apart, hip width, and just fold forward here. Deep breath. Drawing the belly in, allowing yourself to feel the movement of the breath. Feel the drawing in of the navel. You might get a grip on your legs and gently pull yourself in. Feel for a suction in the core. Feel for a releasing in the low back. Stretching on the back of the legs. If you want to deepen this a little bit, you might reach behind you, grab your wrist, maybe even your elbows. Good. We're going to add an element of shoulder opening here. So bend your knees deeply. Get a nice deep bend. You're going to take your right shoulder and try to get it underneath your right knee. From there, reach your right arm around. Notice how I'm rotating. I'm reaching the hand back towards my hip. Left arm's going to reach up. I'm going to open my chest a little bit as I try to find my fingers. And then I'm going to work on the shoulder opening by straightening the legs. The more I straighten the legs, the more I feel a tug in that right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. And then releasing. Same thing on the other side. Bend the knees deeply. Try to get the left shoulder under the left thigh, near the left knee. Reach the arm around. Bring the fingertips towards the hip. Reach the right arm up. Either bind the fingers, the wrist, wherever you can get a hold of. You can always use a strap or a towel. And then straightening the legs. Keep lifting the right shoulder away from the center of the body. Deep breath here. And then releasing down again. Grab your elbows here. Sway around a little bit. Just sway side to side. And then we're going to come up very, very slowly. Slowly rise up to standing. Once you're there, bring the feet back together. With an inhale, open up to your right side. Place your hands on your waist. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Place the hands down on the mat. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You can walk the hands back, drawing yourself a little deeper into this forward fold if you like. Inhale, lift the head. We're going to go right into a low lunge here. So turn your right foot out, drop your left knee down, Place both of your hands on your right knee. Just sink into the hips a little bit. We're going to take a little gentle twist. So placing the left hand down, reach the right arm up, look up. If you want to add an element of challenge here, you might lift the rear leg. Take a few breaths. And then just switching sides, walking the hands over, turning the feet, dropping the right knee down. Place both hands on the left knee. Just take a moment there to sink into the hips. And then placing the right hand down, reaching the left arm up, get a little twisting action. Take a few breaths. Remember, if you like, you can lift up the rear knee. Deep breath, strong body, calm mind. Good. Again, we're going to switch sides. So just crawling the hands over. This time, place both hands down, step the right foot back. We're back in this plank position. So lift high through the shoulders. Find the space between the shoulder blades, that central column, and push up in between there. Deep breathing. We're going to drop the heels to the right side. Reach the left arm up. Just hold here. Pressing hard through the right fingertips. And then dropping that left hand down, we're going to roll to the other side. Reach up through the right hand, lift the hips, feel the strength in the arms. Deep breathing. Good. Drop the right hand down. Step your right foot to the front. Draw yourself all the way up into a high lunge. Take a couple breaths here. Lift the chest, reach through the fingers. And then we're just going to switch sides. You can spread the arms to a T shape. Turn to find the other side. Lift up the heel behind. Reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, drop the hands down. Step the left foot back. We're going to take a little more side plank work here. This time, drop your left elbow down and turn the feet out so that the heels drop to the left side. Reach your right arm up. Deep breathing here, pressing strongly through the feet, strongly through the arm. And then switching sides, place your right forearm down, switching over, dropping the heels opposite, reaching the arm up. Deep breath. Good. Find your way back into a plank on the forearms. Push back through your heels. Push forward through your crown. Lift between the shoulder blades. Strong core. And then come up onto the palms and push back into down dog. Look forward to the front of your mat. Step or jump forward. Look up, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop the arms down. We're going to take a balancing pose, just one today. Place both of your hands on your waist. Use your fingers to draw in on the belly. So pushing in on the belly, letting that be a little physical cue to draw in and stabilize. A couple of options for how to come into this balance. You can either lift the right leg straight up until you find your toe, or you could come up with a bent knee and then extend. Or lastly, you could just take the knee. Any of these are fine. Once you take your preferred bind, lift a little higher, and then see if you can fold forward and maybe touch your chin to your knee. Hold there, breathe deeply. Strong left leg, belly in. Eyes focused one place. And then with an inhale, stand up. Keep a hold of the knee or toe. And open out to the side. You can keep your gaze forward or slowly turn it opposite. Again, inhale back to the center. Exhale, fold, try to touch. Inhale, stand tall. Both hands on the waist. This is the really fun part. Everyone straighten your leg, point your toe. Take deep breath. Don't give up. Keep the leg up. Keep lifting. And exhale down. Good. Other side. So take the same variation you took on the first side. I'm going to take the toe this time just to give the visual. So inhale, take the toe, take the knee. Take the same version as before. And then exhale, fold. Try to touch. Breathe deeply. Keep the core strong, belly in. Right leg firm. And then with an inhale, rise up slowly. Turn the leg out to the side. Make sure you're externally rotating through the hip. And then turn the gaze opposite. Now drawing the leg back to the center. Exhale, fold, try to touch, push back through the hip, point through the toe. Inhale up. Fun part. Exhale, balance. Deep breathing, keep lifting high. Don't give up. Lift the leg. And then exhale down. Back at the front of the mat, we'll move through a sun salutation to bring us to seated. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Now, to make our way to seated, we're going to step, hop, or jump through. I'm going to float through. We're going to break that down a little bit with some drills in a little while. But for now, move right into Dandasana, staff pose. Internally rotate through the thighs. Pull the toes back towards the torso. Firm the quadriceps by gently lifting the knees. Keep the belly sucking in. Deepen the breath. Then a couple forward folds, reach out, take your deepest bind. So wherever you can reach on your legs, your ankles, your feet. If you get to your feet, take your big toes. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale there. So we're going to take a jump back now. I'm going to show you a more advanced variation. In a little bit, we're going to break it down. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back and lower. You can just step back if that's easier for you right now. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Coming back to seated. Inhale, step or jump through. Straight legs. Sit down. Take the hands down behind you. We're going to do a reverse plank. So you want your hands down behind you about a foot or so. Internally rotate the legs, point through the toes, and then inhale, lift the hips up, head back, try to touch the toes down. Push hard through the arms. Lift the chest, lift the hips, push the toes down, and then exhale, lower down. Crossing the ankles, inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Step or jump forward, this time right onto your knees. And come up into a kneeling position. You can draw the hands to prayer here. Take a few deep breaths. Steady the mind, steady the body. We're going to move through camel pose, so a little bit of a back bend. Beginning with one side only. Drop your hands, push your hips forward. Drop the right hand down to the heel. Reach the left arm up. Breathe deeply here. Then rising up, we'll just switch sides. Left hand down, right arm up. And then rising again. Drop your buttocks down towards your heels. So, I mentioned a moment ago we were going to do some drills to help us get our jump through and jump back a little bit more steady, a little stronger. So here's the first one. Squeezing the knees together, toes and heels touching. Press firmly through the hands. Grip your mat with your fingertips. Notice how my shoulders are right above my wrist. I'm going to press hard into the top of my feet and try to lift my knees to my chest. So here I have my thighs touching my rib cage. I'm breathing deeply. I'm pushing through the shoulder girdle. And then with an exhale, lower down. Come back up to kneeling, hands to the waist. Another round of camel. This time we're going to take both hands down to the heels. So push the hips forward. Drop the hands down. Inhale. Exhale. Focus on your breathing. Let the head relax back. Inhale to come up. Again, bring the feet together, drop the buttocks down. Another round of those drills. Place your palms down. Lift your knees up. Thighs to the chest. This time, inhale, lift your right knee. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Push through the shoulders. Strong core. Good. Both feet together, knees down. Take a child's pose. Hips back onto the heels. Relax the head down. Take a moment to chill out. All right, lift up again. So when jumping through with a sense of floatiness, there comes a moment where after you jump from the back, in the middle, you have to float. So that float is actually a moment of what we call lolasana. And lolasana looks like this. Everything up off the floor, right? And that's what these drills we've been doing are preparing us for. So we're going to do one more round. We're going to work whichever variation we need to continue to get stronger. So you might be here with the knees on the floor. You might be alternating. Or you might play with trying to lift one foot and then the other. even if it's just for a second. All right, let's try again. Knees up, lift one foot, then the other. Maybe do that 10 times, and then maybe try to float. Good. Let's rest again. Heads down for child's pose. Deep rhythmic breathing. Let's vinyasa through, so step or jump back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. A couple ways to jump through. The easiest way is to slide the right foot to the left side, the left foot to the right side, and then push through the arms without putting your butt down. Keep struggling. Only once your legs are straight do you lower down the buttocks. That's sort of the beginner way. The important component of that jump through is that your butt does not go down until the legs are straight. All right? Second way you might do it, slightly more advanced, is to try to jump forward and land on the top of the feet as lightly as possible. And then same thing. Only put the butt down once the legs are straight. Last variation does the same thing, but sort of floats in midair and then extends. Butt down. Let's take Janu Shirshasana. Bend the right knee, heel towards the groin. Align the sternum towards the knee. Reach out, take your bind. Inhale, look up, lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward. Deep rhythmic breathing. Keep the left leg rolling in a little bit, internally rotating, toes drawing back. Press back through, push through the right heel, pressing the heel into the left thigh. Belly's inside. Then with an inhale, lift just the head. Exhale there. Cross the ankles. So, first approach to a jump back. Take the feet, tuck them under you, lean forward, lift up, and then either step or jump back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jump through to seated, step or jump. Janu on the other side. Bend the left knee, let it fall out. Align the sternum towards the knee, internally rotate this leg. Take your bind, look up, lengthen on an inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale there. So now let's look at how we have to use the body, the upper body especially, in order to jump back with a sense of floatiness. I like to teach what I call yogi push-ups in order to understand this movement. In order to lift up, you have to lift your butt up while lowering your chest down, right? So how do you get there? You can put training wheels on it, like this. Cross your ankles, put them underneath you, squeeze the knees together, squeeze the knees to the chest, and then do a little push-up. Bend your elbows lower down. Inhale, come back up. So at first, this might be a tiny movement. Little bend, and back up. Little bend, back up. Little bend, lift your butt. Back up. Deeper bend. Back up. Good. Take about 10 more of those. 9, 8, don't give up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time press into your feet, jump back, lower down. Inhale up dog. Exhale for your down dog. Step or jump forward. Bring your feet together for Baddha Konasana. So draw your center close to your heels. Let your knees gently fall. You don't want to push them down. Just let them go where they want to. Take your thumbs, pull your feet open. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. With an inhale, rise all the way up. You can scoot your butt forward a little bit on your mat. We're just going to lay down. Keep the feet in the Baddha Konasana position. Take a few breaths here. Now, bending the knees, placing the feet flat on the floor, drawing the heels close to you. We're going to lift up the buttocks, bring the shoulders underneath, interlace the fingers, and really lift the hips up. Take a few breaths here. If you already know full wheel pose, you could go ahead and move into that. Or if you want to warm up a little more, keep pressing into your feet. Lifting your hips, drawing the belly in, firming the pelvic floor. And then with an exhale, come down. Again, let the feet touch, the knees fall out to the side. Take a few breaths here in Baddha Konasana. Now, 2 more rounds of back bending. If you're still working on your bridge pose, feel free to stay there. If you want to take full wheel pose, I'm going to try to do 2 back to back, only coming down to the crown of my head in between. So, heels close to the buttocks, feet parallel. Push hard into the feet, bring the palms by the ears. Thumbs are pointing at the ears. Grip your mat with your fingertips. Squeeze your elbows in to the center line. First, inhale, lift the hips. Then lift up to the crown. Keep your elbows in and lift all the way up into your wheel pose. Look down at your thumbs. Breathe deeply. Try to straighten your legs. Now drop the head down. Walk the hands in a little bit. Push hard into your hands. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, come back up. Push hard into the hands, into the feet. Try to straighten the legs. Don't give up. Don't come down yet. And then tucking the chin, exhale, slowly lower down. Good work, guys. Draw your knees to your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Rock around a bit. Now, lifting your legs straight up towards the ceiling. If you want to take full shoulder stand, press into the elbows, lift the hips, hands on the low back. Work on bringing the elbows to the center. Lift up through the toes, point the toes, internally rotate the thighs. Breathe deeply. We're going to come out through plow pose, halasana. Let the toes slowly drop to the floor behind you. If the toes touch down, release the back, interlace the fingers. The palms can rest flat on the floor as you slowly roll down. Good. Land with your feet flat on the floor. You can let your knees fall over to the right side, spread your arms, turn your gaze over to the left. Take a few breaths here. And then shifting sides, turn the gaze opposite, knees flip to the other side. Coming back to the center, lift the knees up. If you want to grab the inner arch of the feet, you can take a happy baby here. Feet apart, rock a little side to side. And then finally, we're going to take Shavasana. So releasing the legs down, roughly mat width apart. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Close the eyes. Take a moment here to review your practice from today. Not with any sense of judgment, but just acknowledging the work you put in. You might notice a moment or two that were very challenging. Maybe there was something you didn't think you could do or you didn't get through today. And then maybe there was a moment that felt really strong and graceful. Then realize that the magic of practice happens between these two places, between the effort and the ease. Just give yourself a little pat on the back. Just thank yourself for coming and seeking whatever it is you look for on the mat. And you can scan through your body, just soften